Hi, my name is Montre Deal. Most people know me by Deuce. I am co-owner of FeelN Rich Clothing. I am FeelN Rich.
I am T-Rail, second part of FeelN Rich, and co-owners, co-CEO, whatever y'all want to call me, you know what I'm saying, designer. Yeah, and I am FeelN Rich, and you are FeelN Rich, you know what I'm saying, we all FeelN Rich.
Yeah, with the newscaster, you are.
Hey, man, you got to sell it, bro.
Well, see.
Okay, so how I met Deuce. Okay, let me think. Give me 1 second. Okay, so how I remember, this is my side of the story. I don't know if it's factual, but this is how I remember. I just remember I used to hang with his uncle, DJ Fresh, but you know, everybody know him as ATL. But yeah, we used to go over there, and like I said, I used to feel a little uncomfortable because I was a little lame. You know, I was quiet. They was like cool, chill, you know what I'm saying? They was hood. So it was like, man, who is these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Then Fresh moved away to Cincinnati, and I think when me and Julia started hanging more, Deuce came around, I had my own spot, we was kicking it, partying, you know what I'm saying? So, and then like I started kind of like following him at every job because he always found the good jobs that paid. So I always like following him like, oh, so they hired, you know? So,
Yeah.
How do you remember it? Or do you not remember?
How I met T-Real was the first time, I'm trying to think. Okay, so look, the first time, I'm going to take it back before that. I didn't know him then, but his sister, Moolah, had got into a fight at one of our parties. So my uncle, you know, Fresh was like, hey, bro, like, get her away. Like, that's our homie sister. I'm like, who's you talking? He's like, that's T-Rail's sister. So T-Rail walks up and like, what's going on? So that's how I kind of met him the first time. And then the other time was he came over my house on 43rd and Market. You know, that's where everybody used to kind of gamble at and hang out at. And then that's when we first linked up. And then, like you said, Fresh had moved out. You know, he moved out to Frankfurt and then Cincinnati or whatever. So Junior started hanging over T-Rail's house. So I started hanging over T-Rail's house because, you know, we was just always together. And like he said, he had his own spot. So, I mean, I had a couple little spots, but it ain't nowhere I was trying to take no chick to. So we was like, bro, got that. He was like, man, what's up? And he used to always be like, man, you got some chicks, man, bring them through. So we was like, this is before we was in a relationship for anybody that you did. So he was like, man, bring them through. And it just became like the party spot, like the turn-up spot. And then it was like you said, though, it was like we always would have problems where we would like hate where we was working at. And I just always had a way of finding myself in a better situation. So I used to just be like, bro, what you doing? He be telling me like,
in between jobs,
I'm not
walking out.
He's like, man, I'm about to hit him with the Drake walk. It just means he's about to walk out.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
quit,
I used to be like, bro, well, I got something else I'm about to work. He was like, man, put me on. So we kind of just did that like 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
And then that's how we, you know, how we did. So the whole idea of FeelN Rich got started off as a joke, because you know he's a comedian, so you can't take what he say serious at all. So we was working at this one spot. So I was actually talking about these 2 dudes named Phil and Rich from Dream Team, and I was just like, man, I just talked to Phil and Rich, and he was like, man, hold on, that sound like a clothing line. So I was like, bro, shut up, quit playing. So I'm like, let me finish my story, and he was like, nah, that sound like a clothing line. So I'm like, bro, here you go, like. Because we used to lightweight argue because he used to always cut me off to try, have a story or some type of jokes. I'm like, bro, let me finish my story. But then he was like, nah, it really sounds like a clothing line. So I'm like, well, what you mean? So we kind of talked about it for like an hour. And I know one thing I'm good at is I can find just about anything that I need to find. So he was like, well, how we going to do it? What you wanted to woo-woo? He told me how he wanted it to, to be spelled. And I just like, well, bet I got a graphic designer in London who do all the, all of the industry stuff. Let me just holler at him and see what he can come up with. And, they sent us some stuff. And then by the end of the day, we had like our first like official mock-up of our logo. And then, the next week they sent us like, they sent us like 5 of them, I think. They sent us like 4 or 5 logos all at one time. And then that's just kind of where it started at.
Yep. We used to work at DHL.
Oh my God.
Man, I hated that job. I was late almost every day. Deuce was a supervisor, and I took full advantage of him being a supervisor because I wouldn't come to work on time. I don't care what's going on. I was partying all night, and then I'm coming to work 20 to 30 minutes late every day,
It's a
and y'all
given.
gonna get over it, and I'm gonna eat before I start working because I need my energy.
So y'all gonna get over it.
Nah, but okay, like he said, basically, we were talking about FeelN Rich, the promoters from Louisville, Dream Team.
Yeah.
So we was talking about them, and I just was like, man, FeelN Rich just like that just sounded like something, man. I was like, man, that sound like something. He was like, if you serious, he was like, but how would you spell it? So I'm like, okay, it gotta be cool a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
It gotta be cool. So I'm like, FEEL apostrophe, man. I thought I came up with something. Apostrophe. I was like, woo, okay, cool. Apostrophe N, FeelN Rich. Okay, cool. So he had the graphic designer or whatever, he hit us up. Probably like 2 weeks later, we had like 100 shirts, 60 shirts, probably like 5 different colorways. We didn't have that big of a drop, but it just looked like something just because we came out of nowhere with it. So like I said, and we started from t-shirts, and we were just knocking the t-shirts, and everybody, you know what I'm saying, just got with it. I don't know how, it just came together. I can't really take no credit for it. It just happened. It was like happenstance, man. Like God, the right time, the right conversation.
Yeah, it had to be because, though, when I first of all, we didn't even know how to actually properly take a picture of the shirts and put them online.
Yeah.
We didn't know how to, it was just like,
Just laid them on the couch.
I took a picture and I put it on the couch. T-Rail was like, nah, bro, that's ugly. Like, we got it. So he maneuvered it, put it together.
Lay it on the floor.
Yeah,
put it on the floor.
So
y'all might think it's dirty. But yeah, put it on the floor because I don't know why on the floor it looked better. On the couch it just because it was lumpy looking. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't really get that good angle. But I put it on the floor. I had decent little floors. You know what I'm saying? Little play. fake wood grain or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But it was clean though.
Yeah. And I had a couple filters, so yeah.
And we did it, and it was like soon as we actually put it online, it might not have been a whole hour later. I had got a call from somebody doing a fashion show at K-State. They said, we seen your clothing line. We wanted to know if you wanted to come set up a table. We know it's last minute. So I'm a hustler. If it's about some coins, man, I'm on the way. So I was like, well, what time it start? I think they called me at like 10 in the morning. They was like, it started at 1. So I told T-Rail, bro was like, man, I got something to do. I said, don't worry about it. I'm ready to just ride down there. When I really was on faith and fumes. I knew one person's name, and I knew the address. But I'm like, I don't know what's going to transpire, but I'm going to come back with some bread. We just hit the road, And then even from down there, when we first, like, when I set the table and stuff up, like, people was buying it, and people was, like, interested in it. And then, of course, I had to put, 20 on 10, took a picture and posted it, told people we at K-State. Then
selling fast.
Yep. Everybody in the city was like, what is that? Let me get that when I get back. So, just, it just really started bubbling from the day that we first had our first T-shirts, man. It just been going crazy.
How we knew it was, about the, like, we were sure about it. We were, like, confident in it. We really didn't know. Like, it was just, it happened so, like, we thought about it. He hollered at the graphic designer. The graphic designer sent the logos. He like, okay. When I looked at it, it jumped at my eye. I'm like, okay, this is the logo we need to go with.
Yeah, it was there.
Like
that was our first official logo right there.
So we just slapped it on little cheap T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? We ordered some wholesale cheap T-shirts. Got somebody... Who was it that was doing our shirts at first? Chase Your Dreams. Shout out to them. Chase Your Dreams.
It wasn't Chase Your Dreams first.
That one of the first people?
No, the first people was I can't think of their name. We ain't even gonna say their name because they owe us some bread.
Yeah, but shout out to them. But they did our shirts, and like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, as soon as we posted that first picture and on Facebook, and everybody like, okay, can you bring me one extra large? Can you bring me one? Yeah, I got kids shirts. He's like, okay, cool. And we sold them real fast. They sold out. We was like, bruh. But we took the money and we split the money. We was like, okay, we got the money. And then we wanted some more shirts. And we was like, dang, we split the money. So now we got to wait till we get paid. It's like, dang. So we had to start from scratch again. And we just kept doing T-shirts, really. Yeah, so people was like, little T-shirt line, man. But we wanted to be a clothing line. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to be respected as a clothing line instead of like a T-shirt brand. So we just, really, we did just keep doing T-shirts. We just did different T-shirts.
We did T-shirts for like 2 years. Like, we was like... And then it got to the point to where, like he said, when I'm talking about we knocked all of our whole first order, we probably got them gone in like a week. So in our mind, we got some extra bread. We ready to make some.
Give me some chicken, some Mike Hard lemonade.
Yeah. One thing about T-Rail, boy, he get anything extra. If he have a good day, he gonna get that chicken at Mike's Hard.
Hey, man.
So yeah, we end up getting we end up getting the bread, and we didn't think.
We weren't thinking about putting the money.
We weren't thinking about putting it back in there. We just was like, oh, it's all right. But then once we sold everything, people kept asking. So we was like, well, we might need to do some more shirts. But I was like, man, I don't really like, having to wait that long. Let's see what else we can do in the meantime. But we just got some more, we just ordered some more shirts. I think we ordered 100 for that next time. And then I had found somebody here who could do them, and they said they could have them done in like 3 days. So I'm like, 2 weeks versus 3 days. I'm like, the quality ain't as good, but we can get more color schemes. We can get more options. We can get it. So then, literally, we used to take pre-orders Monday, and then we'll let them know you'll have your shirts Friday. And we was just bubbling. And that's when Chase Your Dreams helped us out a lot. Like
custom shirts.
Yeah, custom shirts. Because, we was having people like, hey, we got these shoes. Hey, we got this going on. Hey, can y'all do this color? Can y'all do this? And just, man, it just started going crazy. Like, I'm talking about every Monday, people would pay their money. Friday, we would have them their shirts. And it was just our system. Like, Monday, tell us what you want. Friday, you get it. And it's got to the point to where we got so many orders, we ain't even have to start taking pre-orders no more. We just start, what color you want? Bam, we'll have it Friday. Because we knew if you didn't buy it, people was hitting our phones Friday for some shirts. Like, somebody gonna buy these mugs. And they just was bubbling. And then when we got the first glitter shirt, that mug changed the game. We thought we was doing something.
Man.
That motherfucker was bedazzling, wasn't it?
I wore that red and black sparkle, a little sparkle, bro. I thought that was like top of the fashion. Like, man, we got glitter now. Yeah, y'all can't do nothing with us, man. All our shirts is glitter. We doing everything glitter.
We did glitter for like 4 months, man. Hey, but it was going crazy though.
But it was dope at the time. Though. Yeah, for the time it was dope. Though.
Yeah, man. But it was just something different. It was just over and over. We just was doing trial and error. And then at one point, people kept saying like, little T-shirt line. And it was like, bro, why you keep calling us a little T-shirt line? Like, what you mean? Like, put some respect on our name, bro.
We got several T-shirts.
Yeah, we didn't sold 2,000 T-shirts this week, bro. You got us messed up.
But really, we was a T-shirt line.
Yeah, that's how we would. That's how we would. But then it just came to a point to where we was just like, bro, I was like, bro, I think we need to do something else. He's like, well, what we gonna do? I'm like, bro, I don't know. I'm ready to find something. So I learned this early. Google and YouTube University, you can find anything you need. So I was just YouTubing and Googling everything, found some people who could do some stuff, found some wholesale items, and we just started putting crazy orders in. We would drop stuff off, and then we used to get so busy when we first dropped our hats. We knew they told us 2 weeks when we dropped the stuff off. We'll call them like 4 days later. Hey, is our order ready? Hey, bro, hurry up, bro. Y'all need it. But it was just like, we couldn't keep up with the demand, so we was trying to pressure the other people instead of changing our actual,
system.
Yeah, instead of changing our systems around.
So the most challenging part from jump was really going from T-shirt line to actually trying to create outfits. So we didn't know how to reach out to a warehouse or a factory to make our clothes from scratch. So we was like, okay, we can go on It's little lovely wholesale. We was going on anything that said wholesale.com.
We was on
wholesale.com. Anything wholesale.com. We was going to get the t-shirts, baseball t-shirts. I think the first thing we did separate from a t-shirt was like a jersey.
Yeah,
I think we went on Epic Sports. So if y'all starting off, if y'all want to, it's a cheap way. Go to Epic Sports. They got all type of jerseys, hats, blah, blah, blah. And we just ordered a whole lot of stuff like that. And we just took it to Chase Your Dreams. And they would just put it together. So we thought we was doing something. We had a hat to match a shirt. So we like, cool, we're going to do the hat and shirt combo now. Now we're a t-shirt and hat line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we started doing the hats and t-shirt combo. We just kept dropping that. It was our system for a little minute. Then we found these shorts for the men. They was like flimsy. They was thin cotton, but we got them embroidered. So we like, okay, yeah, man, y'all can't mess with us. We got flimsy shorts with the, embroidery on there. We got, you know what I'm saying? And you can't tell if they flimsy if you sag them a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
So we had to give that disclaimer. Like, I don't know how tall you are, but you might want to sag a little bit for them to,
Because they was like, they was trash. But just like trying to find a manufacturer was the most difficult part because it's like we didn't know. Like if you haven't did this business, you don't have anybody who have done this business. And if somebody has done it, if you ask them for it, most times they're not gonna give it to you because they feel like you gonna take off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I understood it too. So it's like I never really took it personal. I just was like, dang, man, I wish, you know what I'm saying? I wish somebody help us out. And we just kept just going, you know, kind of going through that rough patch of just ordering wholesale stuff. It like feeling like the sizes was off. You have to order 2 sizes bigger.
Even some of the colors was off. We'll order some red pants and a red shirt, and they'll get here, and it's like two different shades.
Reds,
this motherfucker is like
cranberry.
This was a strawberry. This was a cranberry. Even some of the stuff like you would assume would be like black. Like
black is different.
It was like an ashy black. Then they gave us like a concrete black. And they gave us this charcoal. They gave us so much stuff. We was like, but it was all trial and error. And we even, this is something some of y'all don't know. I mean, we can say it now. We was trying to experiment so much. We used to go to Burlington, hit up their clearance rack. We used
Hobby Lobby,
Walmart, Route 21, any H&M. We used to go anywhere that had.
Sorry H&M, sorry Route 21. We was taking y'all stuff, ripping the tags off of it, and sticking our logo on
it. And we bubbled.
People didn't know it.
Hey, listen, it's too late though. You know. I can't do nothing now.
Man. That cash is spent. That cash is spent.
But like just because we, like you said, we really didn't know, and it wasn't really nobody here who had really done clothes. Like we seen people do T-shirts, but no one really had done like actual clothes. So we really didn't know what to do. So it was just trial and error. It ain't like you could call like your OG or call your uncle and be like, hey, well, what do I need to do if I want to get a whole clothing line done? People's hitting you with the shoot. I don't know. But you better go to the store and ask somebody. Ain't nothing. So we just was trying everything we could, and we made a lot of mistakes. We wasted a lot of bread, but you know, it ain't really no losses. You know, we just look at them as lessons. We just take it, you know, one day at a time. Just take it in stride. So when we was trying to get our brand recognized, and I just felt I just feel like I just got a hustling background, so I just feel like the first thing you could do is just reach out to the people who you know got a little buzz or got a little bit of exposure. So Fresh, you know, that's my uncle, but we really more like brothers. So it's like, hey, bro, we doing this. We know you about to go on tour. We know you ready to do the homecomings. Can we give you our stuff to wear? And you're like, bam, that's like the first person. So, you know, it helped out a little bit. But even on top of that, he kind of became out of reach because he was doing so much. So we was like, man, we got to find another way to do it. So I just, you know, I was already tapped into like the party and the entertainment scene. So I just started asking some of the promoters, like, hey, man, we got some, you know, some new clothes. When y'all artists come in town, can we give them some stuff, take pictures or whatever. But it just kind of it was still like just getting up every day and just making something happen. It wasn't like no game plan. It wasn't like we wrote nothing down and planned nothing out. Like, it'd just be times where T-Roy might hit me like, hey, bro, did you see so-and-so's gonna be here today? I'm like, nope, but I know now where they gonna be at. And I just like, send me the flyer. I call the people on the flyer, like, hey, your artist is here, whoop, whoop. And then, you know, the radio station, I was already connected to them. So some of them was just like, you know, I got you, I'll set you up. And we just was trying to get as many people on our clothes as possible. Even if they didn't like the stuff, you gonna wear this. You gonna take a picture, and we gonna post you, and we gonna tag you on her, and you gonna share it. Yeah, but some of the people kind of respected it, though. Like, I think the first artist we actually got was I Heart Memphis, I think.
Yeah. Well, it was actually we gave him the clothes, but he didn't really wear it. His friend wore it.
Oh, yeah. His hype man had wore it on TV. They wanted
106 and Party.
106 and Party for the little New Year's joint.
New Year's Eve, because I was at church, actually. That's what was crazy. I was at church, and my auntie had sent me the screenshot. She was like, y'all are on BET. I'm like, how the hell are we on BET? What are you talking about? And shit, he was like, his friend was on there wearing it, you feel me? But we kept promoting, like, I Heart Memphis wearing it, his song was big, you know what I'm saying? Hit the Quine, if y'all familiar with that song. So, like, that was, like, one of the biggest songs out. So like, my auntie had took pictures of the TV, she sent it to me, so feel me, like, I ain't even thinking about God right now. I'm about to post my Feeling Rich stuff. I'm like, here. I'm sorry, God.
Hey, big
I'm about to post my stuff so everybody can see that we on BT right now, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's, like, just with Deuce having a relationship with people at the, Feel me? Like at the radio station, stuff like that kind of helped because like anybody who came in, it just helped with like pictures and promo, you know what I'm saying, content. So where we, even if they didn't wear it, they took a picture with it for that second.
Yeah.
So he had Ray J take a picture with it, Princess, any other people that you...
Big Crit, Rhapsody, I think we did do with Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah, matter of fact, we met him in Cincinnati,
Webby. We did Webby. We hung with Dude a couple times. Then like we had Brooklyn Queen. Like Brooklyn became one of the first actual artists who actually rock with us like that, to where she would like keep in touch with us. Like, hey, y'all got anything new? Like we gon', I'm gonna be doing this tour. I'm gonna be here, or hey, I'm gonna be coming down to Louisville for this show. Let me know if y'all want me to wear whatever. Like she actually came to us. It was like, I like it. Well, I had gave her some stuff at first, but then she was just like, man, I like it, whatever. I talked to her, her mama, Miss Kim, and she was like, yeah. So we kind of feel, that was kind of our first actual, I guess you could say, like, brand ambassador. Like, she was always like, even still now, like, I just talked to her the other day. I just sent something to her out in L.A. She ready to do a movie. She was like, I got you, bro. So it's like, always kind of just going for it. Like, ain't nobody here gonna give you nothing. Everybody kind of like afraid that if you get to the second level, it's gonna keep them from getting to the second level. So we just been getting up every day going to get it.
So just like going from being brothers to business partners, man, I mean, it is tricky, you know what I'm saying? Because you do have roles. Somebody do got to be a little bit of a leader. I know some people get in groups and they be like, nah, ain't no leader. We all got equal. But it's like sometimes you need somebody to have that leader aspect. I know me, I'm lazy. I'm a procrastinator. Deuce guy called me, tell me 50 times, bro, what's up with the print? Then I always got a good excuse like, yeah, bro, I'm about to do it tomorrow. Man, you feel me, like the kids is getting on my nerves. Yeah, man, I had to work overtime. But Deuce always be like, he don't really get on me. But it has been a few times he's like, bro, you need to get on your stuff. And I used to be like, man, why you talking to me like that? You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking to me crazy, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I had to check myself because like, I know that Deuce is going to make sure that things is going to get done. I'm like the creative person, so I'm kind of all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Everything don't happen just structurally for me like that. Like, I just got to see it, envision it, and then it has to come out naturally. Deuce got like a system. He going to get up at 4:30. He going to do it, send out his emails, phone calls. I'm going to send out the emails and Deuce be like, hey, bro, so-and-so's trying to see what color, whatever. Okay, let me go check the text message real quick. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate him being patient with me. And like I said, we have had times where it's been a little, hostile, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just because we just had different visions. I probably grew out of love with it. He probably still wanted to go. I just was like, man, ain't nobody buying us, because like we got to a groove to where it was like, first it was like bubbling, and then it got to like a standstill. It went growing, when nobody wanted to buy it no more. We kept doing the same things. We wasn't elevating. So it's like, I fell out of love with it. Dude still wanted to go. I'm just like, man, like whatever. I wasn't even responding to a lot of stuff, and he kept it going for real. So, but yeah, like, it is tough, you know what I'm saying? But you got to also, remember why y'all started doing that thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's the goal at hand? And if, like, you got to, like, always check on each other and see, is this something that you really still want to do? Because if you don't, y'all got to have that conversation, because it's going to always be some friction if your heart ain't in it and this person's giving they all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, that's one thing I could credit Deuce on. He's always like, it don't matter how I was looking. He's like, bro, like, let's keep going. Let's drop something. Even if I didn't like the design, he's like, I don't care. I still want to drop it just to keep their name going. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? But it has a lot of perks. It's more fun doing it with somebody that that you kind of, grew up with. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, it is. But like you said, it was some hostile moments too, though. Yeah. Like, cause like you said, bro,
I'm lazy, man.
I'll be calling him like, hey, bro, we, cause like you said, once we kind of got to a groove, it was kind of like a system. Like, all right, Monday we gonna do X, Y, and Z. So I'm not the I can help create stuff, but when it comes to like color schemes or designs, no, bro, you gonna probably see me in something basic. I might have a little flair, but if it's some little flair, it was an accident. I didn't mean to do it. See what I'm saying? So a lot of times I have to lean on him to create certain stuff. So it'd be like, bruh, what's up? I need to, like, bruh, what's up? And some of it just be like, bruh, quit talking to me like that. Like, bruh, you ain't mine. It's just be like, bruh, anyway, like, what's up? So it was like a give and take, but I just know like that's not really my area of expertise. But I also seen like how great he is at what he does. So it's kind of like me as a as a big brother, like pushing him, like, bro, come on, like you better than that, bro. Like you just gotta give it a little bit more, thought, a little bit more heart into it, and like it's gonna get there. Like you just gotta keep going. Like you can't give up. And it was times that we actually had a conversation about like maybe it might just be time for us to sell, because we actually had a couple people who was trying to buy. But then I was just like, man, nah, we ain't selling this, bro. Like we've been doing this so much, like it's actually in how we talk, like feeling rich. Like it's actually like it's something that we actually say consistently. When we actually see certain people, when I start conversations, I'll be like, how you feeling? Because I do it so much, it's like literally a part of my, a part of my verbiage. So it's like, no, like we gonna make it shake. We just gotta keep going. But I do know about just pushing through and everything ain't going well. But I also like I said, know how great he is at the creating and putting stuff together. I wouldn't be able to do it at all. At all. We would just have like one
T-shirt.
color. Yeah, we would just have like hoodie, t-shirts, pants. They would just be basic with a logo on it, and he brings the flair, the fun, the creativity, all of it into it. And I just kind of like embody it and just package it up and feel me and bring it to the. So he's kind of like, it's kind of almost like he's a plug at whatever he does, the creativity, colors, the ideas, and I'm just like the person that just takes it to the block. Like I package it up, break it down, do what I need to be doing, put a tag on it, and it's gonna get sold. I know that for sure. Whatever, if y'all see anything with Feeling Rich,
We still talking about clothes, right?
yeah, we have my bad. I'm just saying, if y'all
okay.
see anything with Feeling Rich, bro, I promise
Yeah,
you, I don't
just
care
making sure,
what you talking about. Like
Packaging, breaking
it's
it
gonna
down.
be somewhere. It's gonna be somewhere. The next 5 years and the future of Feeling Rich, bigger, bigger releases, more. Probably gonna have a storefront. I don't really know where yet, but we're gonna probably have a lot more options for y'all. Not just the pants, not just the t-shirts, not just the hoodies. It's gonna have actual like accessories, actual everything that you need to put on as far as clothing. It's Feeling Rich is gonna have some type of stake in it. So just be looking forward to a lot of that. Be looking forward to a lot more cities and actually countries too. We got some more opportunities with some stuff overseas, and just look, I just look forward to us also being able to involve our children in it too, because that's kind of what we created it for us to be able to pass it down to our children. So we want to go ahead and start getting them familiar with becoming, owners of a company and becoming, entrepreneurs and what all that you actually have to do with it. But we want to involve them to where they'll be able to take certain parts of Feeling Rich to create or manage or operate those, those lanes within the company, because it's not just our company,
Right.
it's their company too.
Uh, where do I see Feeling Rich, man? Next 5 years, man. I just big, major. Like I said, probably a storefront here in the city, maybe somewhere else in another city. I don't know. It could be Atlanta, New York. I want it to be in a major city.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be in a major city.
But just better designs, better quality. Just giving more opportunities. I want to create jobs. You know what I'm saying? We right here in the city, a lot of people leave. They really don't. I mean, they might come and put everybody do their part, you know what I'm saying? But my part, what I want to do is come back and give opportunities, give jobs, modeling jobs, whether you work in a store, whether you doing a photo shoot, whether you want to be a cameraman, videographer. Just keep on creating opportunities. Like I said, let the children pick up where, once we're done with it, let the kids carry it on. And, yeah, man, just be a household name. That's ultimately the goal. I want to be a household name. I want to be up there with the Polo. I want to be up there with the Gucci and the Fendi. I want to be a luxury brand at some point. I want to at least have a luxury department. If not, the whole brand be luxury. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just like just having fun. Like, I want the brand to just be something that people could just associate with, just something positive, something that they can inspire to be, and just help people grow, motivate them, you know what I'm saying? So I just want FeelN Rich to be a household name ultimately, man. I'm rambling. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
I just want everybody to rock with it because I feel like it's something that anybody can relate to. You know what I'm saying? We all want to feel rich. And when people think about riches, they think about money. But it's not about money. It's about how you feel. It's about like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I got my peoples around me. I'm taking care of my people. That stuff make me feel good. That stuff make me feel rich. Yeah. Okay, I'm putting my people in a better position. Yes, that make me feel good. That makes me feel rich. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I done overcame a lot of stuff. Yeah, people didn't think I was gonna be here, but I made it through everything that I thought I couldn't make it. Right. That made me feel good. Right. That makes me feel rich. You know what I'm saying? So. We are based out of Louisville, Kentucky, and people ask us, what's the city mean? How do they affect us? It's like, it made us, you know what I'm saying? We didn't start at the A, we didn't start in a different city, we started where we lived at. We started with the people that we knew, our family, our friends, the people closest to us. We dropped it, and they supported it first. And then some of their friends supported, and then somehow the people that we knew that did live out of town, they got their friends to rock it. So, you know what I'm saying? But nothing's better than having your home be behind you, because what's the point of having the whole world behind you if the people that you grew up with or that made you or built you and made you up to who you are, ain't supported. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I want my city to support it more than anybody. I know people get bad rap, for Louisville, people don't support her, but I actually think, you know what I'm saying, without the city, we wouldn't even be where we are today. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody always supporting us, you know what I'm saying? It might be here and there. I don't never hear it. Most stuff that I hear about FeelN Rich is positive, so, yeah.
What I feel like the city means to FeelN Rich, it's everything. It's where we first started it. It's where we learned our lessons at. It's where we was able to, it's where we was actually able to get motivated that we can actually do this clothing line. It's where we was actually able to see how people respond to what we dropped, to see how they actually started to embody FeelN Rich. Like some of the people started wearing it so much, or they liked it so much, like they actually wanted to be like a part of their whatever else that they was doing. Like we had some people who were, teachers, like they wanted to know, can they start talking about, FeelN Rich to their students. Like we actually have people who are like in the jails. Like I used to go talk to the jails. We can't really do too much right now because of COVID. But even some of the people who was in charge of those programs want to know, can they talk about the meaning of FeelN Rich to the inmates or to the juvenile detention centers or to whoever. And then it just kind of comes back full circle. Even with one of the artists, Jonah Ware. This is one of the pieces that we just done for a new collection. Jonah Ware, it was like our little brother. Some people know him as Flex. But like he loved it so much, like he was just like, man, this is what I'm gonna wear when I perform. This is what I'm gonna wear when I do whatever. It was like it actually became a part of his musical career. So it's just for people to embody and love something that much off an idea that came off between just us conversating in our brains, and for them to love it to where they want to put it a part of their daily routine or daily life, man, that mean everything.
Yeah, man. And yeah, man, we gotta elaborate on Jonah Ware. So if you're not familiar with him, he is Lil Flex. He was taken from us not that long ago. And like I said, like he was always excited. He made me excited when I didn't care about it. You know what I'm saying? He always wore it. He made his friends wear it. He put it in his videos. Anything that he had going on, he wanted FeelN Rich. Like I said, even for a performance, he let me style him, and I didn't even put him in FeelN Rich. I just took him to the mall and told him, like, put this outfit on, whatever. So, like I said, we had to honor him. So this is something that, that you can get from the website. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to plug it in. But, yeah, like I said, everything that we've done is because of the city supported. Like I said, like, it's because of the city. So we can't take credit for everything. It's the people who supported us that made us who we are. So shout out to Louisville, Kentucky. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Just figure it out. Just keep going. Just keep looking. You might not do it right the first time. You might not get it right. It might take a few years. I mean, you might fall off. You might give up on it. You might fall out of love with it like I did. But just keep going, man. Remember why you got started and keep pushing, whatever it is that you're doing.
For sure. Second that.
I thought I came up with something. Apostrophe. I was like, woo, okay, cool. Apostrophe N. Feeling rich. Okay, cool.